Hello everyone, there is another video in our scripting series. In this video, I have took across the Spinbox widget. Spinbox widget is one of the mechanism which can use to provide input to a TCL script. In the diagram which I have shown, this Spinbox widget it contains one entry space through which a number can be inputted by the user, and it has an inbuilt scrolling feature. So by scrolling the arrow upward or downward, so it is the inbuilt binding with the left click of mouse, that is the button 1. By spinning or by clicking over the upper arrow or lower arrow, the value of the variable can be either increased or decreased. So in this Spinbox widget, it can be instanced by the writing the syntax is Spinbox dot certain name. For the simplicity, I'm going to use dot sp, and we have certain options. Options are like minus from some number, minus 2 it is going to decide at what range we can spin the number lower into upper end, minus increment some number that decides the step size, minus text variable. This variable holds the current value of the space. The entry for current value, it can act as a variable and it can provide as input to the some procedure. In this diagram which I have shown, here we have the two spin box. It provides the input to a crucial procedure. It has been bounded with the button. Now whenever event occurs over this button, it product and compute the result. Result will display over the variable. So in this program, I will try to show you how we can implement this graphics, or we can this GUI of the with Spinbox. First of all, open a notepad. In this notepad, first of all, how we have the diagram or how the graphics has been appeared. On the same way, I am going to start writing the program. First of all, I do require one Spinbox dot sp1. Now here I am giving the name minus from. I am deciding the range from minus to 100. Now here I am going to decide minus increment, that will decide the two step size of the 2. Here I am going to defining minus text variable. Minus text variable, I am taking the variable as x. The current value of the entry space, it will act as a variable and as a x. So we can use the dollar substitution, $x. Now here I am going to provide minus background pink as it is given to diagram. Similarly, I need to take another spin box. So I am going to take the copy the first statement dot sp2. Here I am going to change increment step size of 5. Variable I am going to take here the y. Now this Spinbox widget must be processed through geometry manager. In this example, I am going to take the grid geometry manager which maps the widget according to row and column wise. So grid.sp1, it has been located in row 0, column 0. Now grid.sp2, it has been located to the row 0, column 1. Okay, I am going to update the value now, row 0, column 1. Afterwards, we do require the third widget. Third line, I required a button. So I am going to instance button dot b minus text. The name of button is compute product. Okay. Now here I need to, it must be given as the command. There is a I have integrated one command, or a command has been binded with this widget. So whenever an event, the left click of mouse has been appeared over this button, it will invoke this TCL script set jud, or third variable. It will execute the following expression. $x, which is the substitution of the first variable, first spin box, product $y. Okay. Afterwards, we need to take another variable label which will hold the result. So it is necessary that we need to define text variable. So because text, it is a static text, because text variable is a dynamic. So we need to define text variable z, and result is available with variable z. So I am going to write here z. Now I am going to define minus bg background yellow minus width. Width I am going to take the 14 from the other side. Now again we need to pack it. So grid manager, grid dot b. It is given as a grid. It is given as minus row 1 according to my diagram minus column. Now here the column, it required both column. Both column has been associated with the particular button. So instead of column, I'm going to write column span. So both column, it will become under the by default center according to the size of dimension of the button, and it will take the column span. Similarly, the label also I have given into the column span grid dot l row number 2 and column span 2. Now this program must be saved with extension of TCL. So I am going to save it spin.tcl. Save it, already replace. Okay, replace it. Now open this window. Okay. Fine. So now here I am going to open now the source of this terminal, source the spin. Now look at this, how the GUI has been appeared. Now how as our expectation on the same diagram of the GUI we had created. Now here we have the by default value 0. If I'm going to make it increment, or we can make it upward or downward. If I click over the button, it will compute the product of current function. Let's see the sp1 which hold the value of x, sp2 which hold the value of y. The step size is 2 and step size of 5. Event generated over the button by the clicking of left click or of mouse. Okay. This button or this spin box widget, it can be used to provide input to a TCL procedure. So hope this video must be helpful for you to update or to enhance your knowledge about the TCL TK GUI design. Thank you all.